Hey, my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous souls, welcome. Rainbow Moon here. So today's reading and video, we're doing past lives. This can be for you and your person. This can be for your person in separation, or your person you perceive to be your twin flame or high-level soulmate. We're going to talk about the healing. So something from past life that you may share, this connection, some themes about that, and healing for this life, because often we miss our lessons and a lot of us get stuck, myself included, in repeating patterns. So we're also going to talk a little bit about that. So I've got 1, 2, or 3 here. This is sort of like the doorway to your past life. So you take a moment and think about what number resonates the most with you. Don't fight it. Whatever comes to mind first, and that should be your choice. And I'll leave timestamps in the description box. I'll also leave my personal reading information in the description box, and also where else you can see and follow me. All right, let's get into this. So if you chose card 1, past life with your person, theme was, so we've got finances. So what I'm getting, this could have been good or bad, just like in this life. You could have had more than the average person, or you could have struggled. I feel like this is more a struggle when this comes up, because we're also talking about lessons and we're talking about healing. So sometimes we take vows of poverty to see, how we can experience that. Because it's needed for like our soul's enrichment. So sometimes we take these vows in the next life to make up for what we did or didn't do in the past life. So sometimes, in this life, it can feel like, maybe we never have enough to cover what we need. Maybe we're always struggling, or we need a second job, or sometimes a third job, or it's just a pattern where things are really good and then they're really bad. So for something or some reason deeper, this may be repeating with you and your person. And interesting, because they can come in your life to help you with this or hinder you with this. So that's the big question here. And then we're going to talk a little bit about kind of like the energy attached to that, because I want to see and then your connection with your person, and then we're going to get some advice from angels. All right, so let's get some other advice on this and go into this. What exactly was the hardship with this? Was there a hardship with this in the past life? Yeah, we've got definitely a hardship. To me, this is like worrying so much. Where's the next piece of bread coming from? Where's the next meal coming from? Like that kind of energy is what I feel like. And feeling guilty and feeling sad and ashamed about things. And feeling very alone, or possibly even being alone, or almost like I get like a widow or widower or widow's kind of energy here. So that could be what the past life was. And in some way it wasn't completely fixed, or the fixations about it were not completely let go of, and the energies can follow us into a next life. So I feel like this is like the grief-stricken feeling. And leave comments, guys, if this resonates, but I feel like this could be like the energy now too. Like it's a repeating thing. So why is this repeating? So I feel like over love matters, you may be way too giving. And this could be what's going on with you and your person. It could be like a repeating cycle from past life in this life. Like, in other words, we know a little bit about the past life. Now we can talk about this life. So I feel like this is because of love. I feel like you may be a very sacrificial person, like almost like a martyr, and sacrifice a lot for love. And it does have to do with finances in some way. So whether you were spoiling someone or helping them out of debt or paying their bills or helping them along or giving them money and not expecting it back, or maybe you did expect it back, something with that is continuing. Okay, so I'm drinking some water. What I want to know is how the connection between you and your person is from the past life to this life. What's carrying over? So, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So I feel like in the past you may have not known what you wanted, or maybe they didn't know what they wanted. And you may have taken time apart to figure it out or to try to decide that, or to see how you would do on your own, each of you. But I feel like there's still not a decision, or there's not an energy of like deciding or decision here. So there could be a very real separation here in the now too. So a lot of indecisiveness, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of not knowing, a lot of panic, a lot of worry. I feel like some shame, some blame. I feel like there's some guilt, there's some resentments here. And I feel like there's a real sense to me that someone feels like they loved too hard, too long, too much, and they're really hoping for that big payout in the end where they get their desire and they get their dream, come true. Let's see what else is connected to this. This is very interesting. How is this connected to the energy for this person? Anyone watching for a long group cards? Wait. Okay. So the chemistry. The chemistry keeps you holding on here. And the chemistry is felt from the past life energy. Like the past life that you had with your person, the chemistry was there for that. It's there in this life. It's so powerful and so strong and so magnetic that even if you were away from this person, you would still be thinking about them. You would still be like wondering about them. You would still be craving them. And if you came into contact with them again, it would still be there. If that makes sense. This is how you and your person feel about one another. There is a magnetic pull with each other. So let's talk about action. What is maybe some action going forward in this life for part of your lessons to help you in this connection? So the biggest thing I feel like here is confront. This has to do with shadow work and looking at your darker sides, your darker self, the darker things that our ego tries to cover up and bury when it really, it needs to be confronted. We need to look at it. We need to heal it any way we can. So I feel like however this is directed to finances too. Now this could have to do with the work you choose to do in life, the dreams that you have or want to pursue in life, your ambitions. It could have to do with the way you save money or spend money. It could have to do with debts. Something related to your self-esteem, your self-worth, and your inner wounds have to do with these finances. And this is like a deeper thing, like from a past life, like I was saying. So it's so deep, in fact, that you may be repeating the same things you did in your past life to avoid those darker parts. So trying to confront, trying to bring them out or bring them to light so that they can be healed. So let's talk about the healing for that. Where should the focus for healing be for the person watching this video and the one group card one? What should they focus on? So we've got increased energy. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for fulfilling me with the unlimited energy of divine love and light. So I feel like when you do this shadow work, if you are able to do it, if you're able to commit to it, because it does take a commitment. It is painful for a lot of people. I feel like you're going to call your energy back. And I do actually feel like you should call your energy back. Like any energy you've ever spent on any situation that was not fruitful, relationships, anything like that, I feel like, yeah, you're supposed to like call all your energy back to your being. Let's see what else we got for the healing module here. Gotta avoid allergens. Dear Archangel Raphael, please assist me in identifying and avoiding allergens that may be toxic to my health and happiness. Help me to only crave healthful foods and beverages. So yeah, I mean, when we do energy work and we do healing, energy work on ourselves, and we start taking the initiative, really like living a healthful life is part of that. Like when we're clearing out negative energy and bad, we have to kind of change our ways and habits. Like anything that we used to do in the past that's associated to any of those behaviors, we have to kind of push those out. So smoking, drinking, eating fast food or bad food, eating things that may bother your system, but you eat them anyway out of like a habit or even an addiction. Getting enough exercise, enough sleep, all those things. So being in a healthful mindset and trying to be more healthful and being about wellness is really where the healing focus needs to be for this. And we're going to get one message for letting go. This could be for something you need to let go of from the past, or something about them or about yourself. Let's see what we've got. Let go of any negativity and walk tall. Decorate yourself with grace and make it your reality. I hope all these messages were helpful, guys. Let me know if you like this video. Give it a big like and a thumbs up. All right. So if you chose card 2, what is your past life with your person? What do you share? So we've got like this phobias energy. So you have phobias. Now, if you yourself have had any strange phobias, like ever from like childhood up till now, like anything, like afraid of spiders and you don't know why, or even something odd, like afraid of cats, or something like you don't understand why, or where did this phobia come from, or, you're afraid of heights, or whatever it is. But it's something that's a paralyzing fear. So something that maybe you don't know why is this so paralyzing. You may share this with your person, something from your past life, maybe something you experienced together, and your souls remember it so profoundly. And your soul's energy that's connected could cause you to separate because of it. Or it could cause you to, have kind of like mixed energy that wouldn't let you like align the right way. Like that's what I'm getting. So something with that. And this could be even like the fears we have in everyday life, like fear of change, fear of embarrassment, fear of commitment, fear of, humiliation, fear of rejection, like all those things, fear of abandonment. That's what it could be. Okay. So you might mirror and share the same exact phobias and fears. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So what I want to do, I'm going to get a couple of tarot cards to, what is like the specifics on that for this one too. Okay. So I feel like this is mixed to me. I feel like there's a fear here that like you're never going to be fulfilled. And fear that like this is like fear my lover will not return to me. Fear my love will not return to me. Fear my love won't come back to me. So I'm getting that. I'm also getting like fear something's never going to happen good to me. Almost like, when are my ships coming in? When is my payday coming in? When is my big break coming? I feel like good energy is coming and surrounding, but the fear of not having it, or the conscious of lack, or the, the doubtful mind, which is linked to phobia, comes in sometimes and like interrupts good flow. Yeah, and this to me is kind of like not maybe being able to accept an ending, fearing that, oh, it just wasn't time, or did I fail? I fear that I fail. I fear that, will I be judged for this? I fear will I be reprimanded for this? Yeah, there's like some of that. I feel like you share that with your person, and in your relationship as well, your connection with this person as well, um, is what I'm getting. Wow, that's kind of intense energy to feel. I feel like if this is remnant of your past life, you both feel this energy still in this life. Like I said, repeating patterns. So there is something with a repeating pattern. Now, you both may have fear of judgment. You may both have that in other areas of your life, not just in relationships, but in other areas of your life. Like you don't want to be judged. You don't want to be, maybe sometimes too, you know what this says to me? Not wanting to be called out on things, and possibly wake up calls, like having rude awakenings sometimes. That might be themes in both of your lives. So I want to talk about sort of your, your love connect, sort of the love connection, that part of it. What is shared here between you and your person from past life. So we've got trust. This could be like a general theme between the two of you, that you may have both have trust issues. You may both have a hard time trusting other people. You may have had a hard time trusting one another and yourselves, because the biggest thing is if we can trust ourselves. Particularly this situation between you and your person, it says it's asking you to have faith. So I feel like trust in what you feel, and try not to let those phobias take control. Try not to let those phobias rule you. Try not to let those phobias stop your progress, the progress you've made so far. Let's see what else we got. Oops, let's see. Give these a quick shuffle. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Wow, so there's fears. See, there's fears. There's fears of failure. There's fears like of not being or feeling good enough for this. I think you both have these fears. So this is, again, repeating from a past life. So it's overcoming the fears. It's overcoming the fact that you don't have control over anything. Control is an illusion. It's overcoming the fear to take those steps, the fear to take a chance, the fear to do the not safe thing. You know what I mean? Like that. That's what I'm getting. So let's see some action with this. Action, ideas around this, energy around this. Okay. Oh, healing begins. Yeah, it has to do with all the healing that you put into yourself. Like, in other words, being about healing and nothing but until you reach the level of healing you need. And only you know that. Only your person knows what they need. So I feel like this stems from so long ago, and you've been carrying this for so long. I feel like, and just coping, living, doing the best you can, like dealing with it, not dealing with it, ignoring it, kind of it takes over, then it doesn't. It's like a very bad battle and struggle for you and your person, I feel like. So I feel like until you start to take the steps towards the healing and not be afraid of what, is lying ahead with that, because only good can lie ahead with that. But you have to trust that. And until you can get to that point, you may stay stuck in this cycle. Let's talk more about that with Archangel Raphael. Where should the focus for healing be? For anyone that chose cards too. Okay. So we've got meditation, and we've got, Dear Archangel Raphael, please meditate with me and guide my mind and body to focus upon peace, health, and wellness. So this is really where you need to start. learning meditation, and a lot of people don't want to because they find it boring and hard to do. And I think that you can't make an excuse. You have to try to find a way to focus anyway. Even if it's for 3 minutes, and then you work your way up to 5 minutes, and then you work your way up to 8 minutes. And you can even do this in the shower, in the bath, or before you go to bed. But I feel like that needs to be part of a routine, because that's how you're going to connect to higher energies that are going to help clear you of these phobias and these negative, doubtful energies, and get you in a mindset of peace, health, and wellness. That means you might have to change your diet or your schedules for things, or maybe start, putting focus on like doing a cleanse, or something with food changes, or getting rid of some bad habits and working on better sleep habits, like that. Because I feel like it has to be a lifestyle change, not just like a regimen you do just to help you through. It has to kind of be something you adopt into your life as a daily practice. Ooh, let's see what else we've got. We've also got, see, give us your cares. So giving your worry over to a higher power. I feel like that's always been hard for you. So definitely working on that as well. And this is, like I said, things that, your person may struggle with too. And have issues with too. So before we close out this reading, we're going to end with sort of a letting go message, like maybe something that you need to let go of to help you, take those steps into this healing. So explore life and create your own experiences. Let go of being normal. So this is more for your focus on enrichment and, exploring and maybe adventure and acceptance. I hope all these messages were helpful, guys. Thank you so much. Leave me some comments, and don't forget to hit the like button. All right. If you chose card 3, your past life with your person involves something with wars and battles. So this has to do with big wars, like, world history type things. You could be connected to your person in some way that way. You both could have been soldiers together. You could have been married and they went off to war and you were left, to grieve them when they didn't come back from war, or vice versa. You could have been male or female. They could have been male or female. You could be male or female this life. It doesn't matter. It's really something with this. You're connected to a time of battle or a time of strife, a time that there might have been poverty, sickness, illness, disaster, disease, illness, sickness, war, all that. So something about the now with your person, there's some energy of this that may be carrying over, because we are talking about lessons and healings and connections. So let's see some tarot here for some more specifics. So more specifics on this. Put these through. I gotta switch these cards through. More specifics. All right. So we've got sort of like this happy ending, happy family energy. So it could be that you were disconnected or separated in your past life, and this life is the life that you were reunited for it to be okay, work out, and have what you didn't have in your past life together. I feel like in your past life you lacked like the ability to maybe have the happy ending and the family and the house and the white picket fence, and in this life you're being given the chance to have that with your person. That's so beautiful. Oh my God, smash that like button. Leave me some comments. That is so beautiful. I feel like that's what it is. I feel like your past life took so much from both of you. It took so much and it tired your soul so greatly that this is like your life to be together, to have the happiness, to have the full like happy ending that you want. Wow. Yeah. It's like the life that you get, like it's like, in other words, you struggled so much in the past. Like this is like the redeemed life. This is the life that, you get what's coming to you in a good way. So let's see more about like your love connection. Like what is the nature? What is the energy? What is the connection? What do we need to know about that? the love connection card of those who chose 3. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got. So we've got let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So it could be that something in the now, now look at the war and the battle energy, okay? It could be that you might both have signs that are aggressive, like Aries or Leo or fire signs, like energy, or air sign, sometimes air sign energy. I feel like there's something in your personalities that may be remnant of the wars and the battles and the fighting in the past, okay? So we've got control issues. That's what I'm saying. Look at these 2 soldiers. I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. So something with that. There's maybe some kind of hold that's over the 2 of you, and it could have caused some issues. It could cause some issues in your connection. And possibly, getting like angry when something's not going fast enough or going quite right, or something, that you just maybe don't feel like letting go of, that they said that hurt you, or something that they've done that, you might be a little more fixated on that has hurt you. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, we've got romantic feelings. So it says your feelings are worth, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Yeah. So, this is, I feel like, a very feisty connection, like a hot, feisty connection. Really intense. Okay. So it could be that, if you're in separation with this person, it could be that way too intense. It could be that you might have a separation with this person because of too intense. But what I'm getting is you're definitely meant to be together. You are. You're meant to be together. You're meant to have this life together, to have what you didn't have in the past life. That's what I'm getting. And no matter what's going on now or what goes on in the future, you're definitely meant to be. This is sort of like, yes, your match person. It doesn't have to have a label. We're not going to say, oh my God, twin flame. Oh my God, this. No, this is like from a past life. This is you're being given a second chance in this life. Divine. You belong together. You're meant to be. Let's see what action, because this is an intense, I love this one. This is like my favorite one in the set of the 3. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, look at this. Well-deserved reward. You see what I mean? Do you see this? Well-deserved reward. It's like your payback. It's like the last life was filled with so much conflict, so much strife, so much struggle, so much bullshit. You're being given this life is like, even if you've had struggle, strife in this life, I feel like it's going to be over soon. Because, or like, I'm hearing the next half of your life is going to be good, or the rest of your life is going to be good now. Because it's payback now. The energy is shifting for you to have like what you deserve, what you need, what you love, what you want. All of that is in your favor. I love it. So going forward, I'm going to give you one message for letting go. Maybe something that, you have to let go of to go forward. And let's see what we got. Reach, stretch, breathe, believe. What can you let go of to feel maximum joy? So you're being asked a question. And that's something you can think about. And then it says, pay close attention to your patterns and let go of those that are merely reactions to life. Yes. So watch the way maybe you react too angrily, or you react short, or something like that is really what Spirit's drawing in here. Because we got that conflict energy, remember. I hope that these messages were helpful. Please leave me some likes. Talk to me, guys, in the comments. Let me know what I'm doing here is good. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Check the description box for my private reading information. Go follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook for more free readings. Love and light.